What is going on Facebook Live? It is time to go live and start chatting about, well, I don't know what we're going to chat about, but it's going to be kind of fun. Just getting this started. Going to wait and see. Got my business partner coming back. Definitely getting excited. I got to tell you, this 2016 was probably something. I think it was something I don't believe anybody could ever be prepared for. 2015 is something I don't want anybody to ever have to go through. And but it prepared me for 2016. It prepared me for what I was jumping into and what I was getting ready to do. B-Jack's, good to see you. Mr. Talento, man, yeah, great call earlier. You're you're such an inspiration. At such a young age to have the head on your shoulders that you do. It absolutely amazes me. You know, hopefully we're going to have a lot of people on here. You know, I'm proud of what's happened so far. I'm proud of what's going to happen. To watch what I sat down with three gentlemen to chat about a year ago, almost exactly a year to this date, to sit down and talk about an idea of how to change people's lives, you know, the right way, not the wrong way anymore. Everybody's had something changed in their life, and it's typically for the wrong reason. And we wanted to do it the right way. We didn't want to rush things. We didn't want to have the hype. We didn't want to have any of that. We wanted to do it the right way, and it has to start at the top, and it has to be duplicated if it's going to work. And I was so fortunate to surround myself with the right people, with the right like-minded people. You know, usually you don't have that opportunity, and I did, and I ran with it. And you know, you hear me say this a lot on my Zoom calls with the team. If you're not willing to jump in with both feet, this isn't for you. You know, Forex is a monster, good and bad. Literally a monster, good and bad. And hey, Jill, I got to see the part that I don't want anybody to ever see. I got to see the bad side of Forex. I got introduced to it at a very exciting time in my life, but unfortunately, at the wrong time for the company. But you know what? You have to chalk that up as an experience. If you don't chalk that up as an experience, you're in a lot of trouble. If you dwell on it, you're in trouble. And when we sat down with this group of guys, Paul, Zach, Pablo, Brooks, Kenton, they walked in like the mob. Here we are dressed in flip-flops and board shorts, and they walk in with dress pants and nice little, there's Gustavo. They show up, and you know, an hour meeting turned into 7 hours. And it turned into a friendship right then and there, and it turned into a family 3 weeks later. And we've all heard that BS, right? Oh, our company's a family. Everybody knows everybody. Come on now. No, you don't. No, you don't. But I can probably tell you that I think currently I have about 1,400 names and numbers from the company in my phone. And I think if one of them walked by me right now, I'd know who they are. I wouldn't forget about them. Because I was told a great thing one time. And if this doesn't stick with you, I'd be shocked. If you ever get too big for a call, you failed your team. Remember that. If you ever get too big for a call, you failed your team. You didn't fail yourself. You failed your team. And that's what we're building. We are building an absolute legacy of Forex traders. Everybody hear that? Forex traders. Now, when we sat down at this meeting, we had to figure out a way. How are we going to make this happen? How are we going to actually make this happen, make it work, and make everybody stay together? You know what our goal was? We wanted to bridge the gap between the average person, me, everybody on here. We wanted to bridge that gap with the $5.3 trillion a day Forex market. Okay? We didn't want to break the market. We weren't out to compete against anybody else. Why? Well, you got to compete against yourself every day if you want to win. You're the only person that can win. So we led with a lot of great ideas. We didn't rush into it. We were a Forex trading and education company. Nothing else. March 15th of 2016, we were a Forex education and trading company. And you know what? We were really damn good at it. You know what? We're a lot better at it now. We didn't want to overwhelm people. We wanted to show them that Forex is a skill set that can never, ever, ever be taken away from you. Once you learn this skill set, it's yours forever. Okay? Forex can't fire you. It can't. You get to make your own hours if you want. It's completely up to you. So this will probably be spread over every single industry, but I came up with a saying about 6 months ago. And I kept getting asked, Ryan, why do you do Forex? Why do you do it? Because you know what? I'm not a master distributor. I'm a Forex trader who got fortunate enough to meet a group of guys that trusted me and my business partner to lead a company. So you know what? I will still, every day I talk to somebody, they say, Ryan, what do you do? I say, I'm a Forex educator and trader. Okay? If you're not willing to say that, you probably shouldn't be in Forex Entourage, because that's what you are. Everybody on it knows it. Gustavo, man, wait till I get to your props, man. Brother, you are 100% what a man like me would literally envision could happen in this company. So moving forward, I started coming up with, why am I a Forex trader? Why do I like to trade Forex? I'll tell you why. Forex doesn't discriminate. Forex doesn't care if you're 18 or you're 80. Heck, we just had a 91-year-old gentleman sign up. So 18 to 91. It doesn't care if you're male or female. Over 20% of Forex Entourage is female-based. 2 of the top traders in our company are females. Doesn't care about your age. Doesn't care if you're male or female. Does not care what your nationality is. Doesn't care where you live. And you know what I love most about Forex? Forex doesn't care about your education. You have a GED, high school diploma, 2-year, 4-year college degree, master's, PhD. Guess what? Forex doesn't care. And I always get the, oh, well, Ryan, 95% of anybody that trades Forex fails. You want to know why? We weren't there. Yeah, I'm that confident in what we do. You know why they fail? We weren't there. They didn't have our education. They didn't have our traders. They didn't have our support. So I can tell you right now, in this company, there's well over 5% that is succeeding. And I know if you're on here from anywhere else outside of Facebook, I can guarantee you go to Facebook, you'll see what I'm talking about. We don't have 95% failing in this company. I know that you're used to seeing that though. I was one of them. I was the person on there going, oh, Forex, this is the worst thing ever. Worst thing ever. I got thrown into the wolves, man. Woo! Did I ever? But guess what? I was the one that placed that trade. I made that choice. Nobody forced me to make that trade. I admit it. I lost a lot, but I gained a lot. Gained a lot right up here. I found out that if you surround yourself with like-minded individuals, you lock arms, you'll build a legacy. Okay? So along the way, I've met some of, literally, I have met some of the greatest individuals within our company and outside of our company. And I'm going to touch on some of them because I'm not just on here. Anybody that knows me, I had a goal. I had a goal when I started this. It wasn't to get rich. It wasn't to travel the world. It wasn't to buy a new car. It wasn't to, you know, show my peers from the past that I'm better than them. You know what I wanted to do? I wanted to repair one of the best damn industries out there. One of the best niches out there. But you don't do it alone. You do not do it alone. You have to be surrounded by the people that are going to do it with you. It wasn't about building a business. It was about repairing an industry. And the industry needed it. It deserved it. Now, I am proud to say that, 9-10 months later, I think we've done a pretty good job. We've hit some bumps in the road. My God, everybody knows that about me. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you. There's Colin. I don't care how well prepared you are. You're going to hit some bumps in the road. Every other company's done it too. You know what? They bounce back. That's part of having great leadership. You know, I give mad props. Chris Terry, Jason Brown, the comeback, the absolute global domination. Hell yeah, I give them respect. They deserve it. Why wouldn't we as a company or as individuals give them that respect? Everybody can get kicked down. Everybody can trip you. But can you back up? Can you get up? Can you fight for it? Now, Jason Brown and I, he's one of my biggest competitors, as everybody says. No, he's not. He's a friend. He's a hell of a friend. And he's one of the best leaders I will ever get to say I met. He's half my age. I wish I had his natural, leadership skills. And he works for it. He works his butt off for it. You don't see that a lot anymore. But right now you do. And it's exciting. You meet people that you never would have met before in this industry. Everybody says, why network marketing and not 9 to 5? I can tell you why. I'm a brick and mortar business owner right here in Spokane, Washington. That's one of the worst things I ever did. Now, it's a beautiful industry. I love owning your own business, except it's all a lie. You make less money and you work more hours. That's just the facts. You know why I got into network? I remember all my friends saying, Ryan, you're a business owner. Why would you go into that scam business? Scam, right? I said, scam. You ever look at your 9 to 5 job? Right? We've all heard it. You read the books. You've seen the videos. 9 to 5 is a scam. Does that make somebody bad working a 9 to 5? Hell no. It puts food on the table. Roof over their head. There's no reason to ever bash somebody because they don't want to join the journey of network marketing. It's not for everybody. Forex trading is not for everybody. It is literally the most demanding industry, I believe, out there. You have got to be willing to understand it is 24/5. And if you want to go to the top, it's 24/7. If you're not on with your team backtesting, I didn't even know what backtesting was. I remember the first time Spiegel put it out there and I was like, what's that mean? Okay, I'd already been in the industry, Forex industry, over a year. What is that? You know, I was flabbergasted. I had a gentleman that I met well before this company even launched, who I had an opportunity to chat with very briefly today, and obviously with my schedule, his schedule. But I met two guys, and they changed my mindset. And I have no problem telling them who it was. Faustin and Teagues. These two gentlemen put themselves through the fire. They exposed themselves out to everybody to see, oh, I went from this company to this company and I did this and I did that. You know what? It took them a while to find the right one. Does that make them a bad person? Does that honestly make them a bad person? Because it took time to find the right company that they truly believed in. How could you ever say that? Now, the funny part is they planted their flag in an amazing company, 50 plus years, you know, been in the business, this and that. 25% of Forex Entourage is what we say wet. So I think they're doing something right. Then you look out to people I met along the way, never even had the chance to work with them except Facebook. You want to learn how to brand yourself? Look no farther than T-Dub, Terrell Wallace. That man is an inspiration because that's probably the only reason I ever came up with ClubPIP. And I had never met him. But I watched what he does, and that's powerful. I'd have never met Terrell. Never. Never. If these industries were not here, I would have never, ever met that guy. Terrell and I have never even been in the same company. So I have a lot of respect for him. My mentor, I have a ton of respect for. I'm not going to do any name dropping, but I think the man is the only reason I reached out to actually take this. Jonathan, I probably would have never done it. I probably never, ever, ever would have risked my image to hop in a position like this. Believe me, when somebody wants to throw a stone, they're not throwing it at Forex Entourage, they're throwing it at me, and guess what? I caught it yesterday. I caught it. And I could have got on here and I could have got defensive, but I'll leave it pretty plain and simple right here, okay? Men, I'll be 40 in 2 weeks. Men create leaders. Boys chase a check. That's all we're going to go with that, okay? So team, this is what I've always told everyone from day one. We look straight ahead. Straight ahead is beautiful because there's a lot of stuff behind us. If they ever caught up, we'd still be ahead. What we are doing right now is literally changing 30 lives a day with an opportunity. Not with bullshit. Opportunity. Eric Bostic. That man, I got to tell you, he is a beast on social media. I love it. Love it. Leroy, another great man. Another great man. Same thing, you know, Leroy. Oh, well, you went to this company, you went to that company. No, he didn't. He was branded along the way. Nobody noticed that. Nobody noticed that man was branded the whole way around. You know what? He found a home. He's more than welcome here. That man will be here the rest of his life. And you hear about people come back. Well, you know what? That's damn true. Hell, we got some people that came back in for a second ride. And you know what? Guess what? If you don't give somebody a second chance, that's where you're in trouble. Everybody deserves a second chance. So I told you, we started this company. We didn't start to, get out there and have, competition. I've heard some great things, and like I say, I'm not going to name drop. There's a gentleman from another company, and he said, you know what? He got together with our corporate staff, and he said we're like Vegas. We're like Vegas, okay? Vegas has all these separate casinos, different prices, different restaurants. But what are they all working together to do? Get people to Vegas, right? So you remember when I said good friends with Jason Brown? What are we trying to do? We're trying to change lives. Trying to change lives, people. That's what we're trying to do. That's not competition. Now, competition stuff that's, happened in the last week. That's a little competition. I'm an ex-college baseball player. I can tell you right now, I love competition. So you want to talk about, what do they say, fires being, or the fire's lit, whatever it is. I can tell you right now, 2017 is going to be very lit. 2016, I just sat around and enjoyed trading Forex and making relationships and, helping create leaders. Not make myself the top guy. Who gives a crap about me? I'm here to make everybody else better. It's not about my paycheck. My paycheck comes from bread and butter right here in Spokane, okay? This isn't a paycheck to me. This isn't a rank to me. Now, the paychecks and the ranks are to everybody that's working with me. They don't work for me. I didn't sign them up. They're new business partners. That's all they are. They are new business partners chasing the same thing that YOB did last year. YOB, let's give a shout out real quick to Spiela and Nicole. YOB in 2016 retired over 30 people from their 9 to 5. They didn't help them lose weight. They didn't put a patch on their arm. They didn't do any of that. They retired them from a 9-to-5 job. Huh. So you get to trade Forex in your sweatpants and sweatshirt. Is that not the ultimate dream? You get to pick your kids up, drop them off at school. You know what that's called? What are we looking for? What is everybody looking for? I know, don't get me wrong, I'm just like anybody else. I want a fancy car one day, and I want, a big, beautiful house. I want time freedom. I want to know that I can grab this phone, I can walk downstairs, walk out the door, drive to the airport, hop on and fly to Hawaii today if I want to. And guess what? I can. We got teams over there. That's not a bad place to go right now. I got 3 feet of snow outside. 3 feet of snow. It hasn't got past 20 degrees in a month. But it's real life, okay? This is where I'm at. This is what I'm doing. So with Forex Entourage, what did we want to do? We wanted to bridge the gap. That's all we were looking to do, bridge that gap between the average person, that person working 9 to 5, paycheck to paycheck. I heard a great thing years ago. I watched a video by the guy named Logan Shippey. One of the best things I've ever heard. I still use it to this day. We wanted to show people how to have more money at the end of their month and not more month at the end of their money. Paycheck to paycheck. Second jobs. That video has been in my mind for years. Amazing. That's what it's about. Showing people they don't have to go get that second job, to sacrifice more time just to pay their rent. What if we could show you an alternative option that can actually make you money to retire you from your 9 to 5? Okay? It's been a journey. It's been a journey. A lot of people see that. Everybody says, join my journey, sell my supplements, do this, do that. It's not a journey to get rich, for me. Now, when somebody tells me that, when I ask them their why and they say, I want to be rich one day, perfect. Everybody has a different goal, right? Did not have any idea about that. But you have to lead and mentor people with something that works. We are a Forex first company. Education, A to Z. Live webinars, live trading sessions. That's education. You know what? Our education's basic. You don't know what a PIP is or a lot size? You can watch our first module. Boom! I watched the first one and I was like, oh, that's what a lot size is. Wish I would have learned that 6 months ago. But you know what? It is basic for that. I had somebody the other day say, gosh, it's so basic. Ryan, why is it so basic? It has to be. If you don't understand what the hell you're doing, why are you going to trade Forex? Why are you honestly going to do that to yourself? I did it. You know why I wanted this? So you didn't have my 2015. You could have my 2016. I love when people say, put your 1099 up. I'll put my 1099, you put yours up. Because I can tell you what, it's kind of a beautiful sight. I don't owe it to myself. I owe it to the entire team. I owe it to Spiela. I owe it to Gustavo. I owe it to Paul, Zach, and Pablo. I owed it to our top trader. I owe it to, Ray Robinson taking some time while he's in Italy before he even landed in the U.S. Ryan, what are you having trouble understanding? Okay, I owe it to everybody. Everybody wants to be that guy. Oh, no, it's me. I'm on the top trader. You know how many people in our company think I'm the CEO, the CFO, the CTO, customer support? I think the only thing people don't know I'm actually the master distributor. But you know what? I signed up for it. I love it. I'm going to go down the day I die knowing that I put everything into this company so that we can leave a legacy of doing it the right way. Education. Then we came out with copy, paste, profit. Let's keep it as simple as possible. Copy, paste, profit. You ever cheated on a test? How do you think I graduated college? Cheated on a test. Okay? We send you a signal. You paste it in your trading platform. Poof. You're done. You know why it's that easy? It's because you already have the education. You know why it was hard in the past? You didn't have that education. Now we come out with copy, paste, profit. 5,800 pips since July. 5,800 pips. Documented. Documented. Not bullshitted. Documented. Let that set in really quick, because that's over 1,000 pips a month. Now, we aren't like some other people. We don't throw in our live trading webinars. We don't throw in what our teams are doing. We don't throw in what Daniel Westby's doing with Self-Made, what Spieler's doing with YOB, what Gustavo, my Lord, Gustavo, Colin, good Lord, what that guy's doing for EA, woo! Woo! I can tell you what, I know something that's coming, and if you think 1,000 pips a month is exciting, I'm just gonna giggle. You don't even have a clue how crazy it's gonna get in FXC. But it's only an opportunity, right? It's only an opportunity. Who has to take advantage of an opportunity? Are you a bad person for taking advantage of an opportunity if at the last place it wasn't there? Are you a bad person? Does that make, does that make you you're a jumper. You're a jumper. 18 months later, you're a jumper. Kind of interesting. But we put the opportunity out, and I touch on this a lot. A lot of people ask me, well, Ryan, if you guys are so good at what you do, why isn't your company bigger? Guess what? You want to know why? We're actually producing traders, people that trade Forex. They don't network. You know why network marketing is so hard? You're going out and trying to convince your friends and family that they should do it with little proof. Yeah, Robert Kolkoff, man, there's another beast. Wow. I can't even, you get in a chat group with him. You want to know how to chart? My Lord, absolute beast. It was a little tough, obviously in my last place to share the opportunity because it just wasn't there, like I say, and I can blame it on myself. But we didn't grow that quick, okay? March 15th, we launched a company with education and education only. May 20th, we launched Copy Paste Profit. Now we got ourselves up to about 35 people joining the journey, ready to go. So we decide what we got to do next. What do you got to do next? You got to do what most people are afraid to do. We got to jump into the MLM world. Woo! Right? You got to jump into that. Is that what we wanted to do? We had a great comp plan back then. You have 2 people join up, you're free. We thought we were like, man, it doesn't get any better than this, 2 people, they're free. We got 2 now. What's going on? So October 1st, we decide we now have 217 people in the company. Yes, 217. I know leaders in other companies that have that on their first level. And we had 217. But obviously we were doing it for the money, right? Because 5 people at corporate, myself and my co-founding master distributor, we were obviously doing it for the money. I mean, that's why everybody does it. Or they say that, right? So October 1st, we launch a compensation plan. If you haven't seen the compensation plan, feel free to take a peek at it. It'll take you about 30 to 90 seconds to figure it out. It's kind of simple. Kind of simple. You want to know why? Well, 1, simple's better. 2, our company pays out 80% of whatever comes into this company. Now, you can dig around, you can do your research, you can see who else does that. It's going to be a long, and honestly, I'm not going to hold my breath because I will die before you find somebody. It's simple. 2 legs, levels, done. Now, between October 1st and the end of 2016, we go from 217 people to 1,312. 1,100 people, 90 days. 90 days, 1,100 people. Now, have you seen bigger growth in other companies? Oh, hell yeah, I have. I have. I mean, you start buying legs and sharing legs, and you can have this one, you have that one. Guess what? Everybody in this company knows who I am. Not one time has it ever happened, nor if I ever had this position will it happen. Once again, we have 2 legs. You really want a power leg? Because, I mean, you want a power leg from the very bottom? You come in at the bottom. You have one choice to come into this company right at the bottom. And you can, I guess we could let you choose side. You know, you want to be the bottom left, bottom right, whatever you want to do. There's none of that here. There's none of that here. Okay? So this compensation plan, obviously aggressive, pays out. Probably one of the better ones in the business. I don't like to say they're the best. I remember Rob Sperry one time saying how people always talk about they have the best comp plan. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know all 1,800 out there. Just like Rob stated, I do not know all 1,800, nor do I ever care to, because you know why? I'm looking right here, straight ahead. Only compensation plan that matters to me is called Forex Entourage. If you ever been on a call with me, I talk about the compensation plan that much. You want to know why? We're a Forex MLM company. Let that kind of just settle in really quick, okay? We're not an MLM Forex company. We're a Forex MLM company. Because we have to put MLM there because we offer a compensation plan. Legalities. There's a lot of them out there. Some companies follow them, some don't. We do. We're proud of that. So we come out with this compensation plan, and in the first 2 weeks of this month, we had another 300 people. I'm pretty sure everybody saw what we did a little bit earlier, just a little bit before this live. Yeah, we got some big names coming over. You know what? They did their due diligence. People ask, well, why didn't you go out and find them? They're doing their thing. We don't have to go out and find somebody. They're going to find us. Because when a product and a service works, it's no longer networking, it's sharing. So remember when I said hashtag Forex first? After this compensation plan came out, hashtag number 2, share the vision. Okay? It is very easy for our team to share the vision because everybody knows I say it. We have the proof in the pudding. Okay? It is very exciting to know every day that 1,600 plus people wake up knowing that they can share the opportunity and never have it backfire on them. Not a lot of people can say that. Not a lot of people can say that. No naming names because there's no reason to. Like I said, we're looking for friends out here. We're not looking for enemies. We don't need any enemies. Why? If we wanted enemies, we could have went out and bought stuff. We didn't. We developed a core group of traders who are now able to go out and share the vision. So since October 1st, currently to this pay period, we have now produced 11 six-figure earners through residual income. Once again, is that the best in the business? Not even close. Not even close. But is it the best in the business knowing that 7 out of 11 already made 6 figures trading a year? Gotcha. 7 out of 11 make the same amount of money trading Forex. That's real life there. Okay? Why do you think people are content in our company building a team 15, 30, 40 people? They're compensated. They're compensated. Checks are there. Midnight, Friday. Midnight. 12 p.m. Friday morning. Whenever. They're there. So, we're proud of little things. Okay? Hey, we've had our bumps. We've had to go through the processing lingo, and oh my God, Paul, my Lord, Paul Romero. I mean, Paul's the only guy that's younger than me in the company that has more gray hair than me. But we're doing it together. We're getting Hair Club for Men. We're going to be good to go. All right, I don't know. Is it Hair Club for Men? Is that for balding? I have that too. I'm getting bald back here. It's a tough life. It's a grind. It's one of those, you know. Everybody had somebody the other day say, man, I wish I had your position. You make the most money. Guess what? You know, 11 people I talked about that are 6-figure earners in our company, I'm not one of them. Want to know why? I don't give a shit. That paycheck isn't for me. That paycheck is for our team. I'll have my day. You know what that day is? Starts about 4 a.m. when I start trading, London session. And I get in and I make my cake. And I eat it too. That's real life. I'll never forget, October 1st, we launched the comp plan, and I tell the entire team there, guys, I don't care about a comp plan. Do you know how bad my butt got chewed? Yes, I care about the comp plan for everybody in this company, but it wasn't for me. I didn't call Paul 2 hours later after that meeting when we landed back in Spokane at midnight and say, hey, Paul, I want 100 grand to help you build your company. This isn't my company. This is our company. Whether you signed up yesterday, today, or you were day number one with us, Michael Talento, day number one, Spila, Daniel, and I haven't got to touch on this either. Daniel Westby, and he's probably not on here because he's just as busy as my life is. I have watched a young man, and I'm going to say I watched a young kid develop into a young man in 9 short months. He is an absolute inspiration of what can happen if you have the right product in your hands. That is probably one of Ray Ray's direct deposit just hit. At least they didn't short you, hopefully. Daniel, I can't say enough about Daniel. So proud of him. I can't touch enough on, Spila and the YOB group for what they do with education and countless hours of working with people that, as most companies say, they're not on their team. They're not in their direct downline. Nobody cares about that here. Everybody remember what I said at the start, the family side of it? Spila doesn't care if this person signed up all the way over on the left side of the downside of the up, where they came from. Spila and Nicole open up their arms to this company. Gustavo, taking people under his wing. And Gustavo, I want to give a huge shout out to the man that got you to where you're at before you got to us. Darwin Lopez. Everybody knows him. Darwin Lopez hates Forex MLM. Actually, he hates MLM Forex. I have a ton of respect for what that man does teaching people Forex. Okay? People can bash him for whatever they want. Go right ahead. I mean, I can't protect him from you guys. But I'm going to tell you right now, he doesn't have to be protected by me. I think the world of him. I watch what Gustavo has taken from that relationship and been able to bring into Forex Entourage. I'm going to tell you, most people don't see that. They don't see it. Dom Ford, Dom and Kyle Cole, what you guys did, branding yourself, global ambassadors, becoming one of the biggest groups in the company. Mad respect. And, Bobby Craig, man. Bobby Craig and I had a rough start. But Bobby's my man. When people talk about people that grind behind the scenes, he's the definition. He's the definition. Other people that do that. Ray Robinson. Ray Robinson, once again, not necessarily on the same leg as some other people. I can call Ray Robinson at 10 o'clock my time, 1 o'clock in the morning Eastern, and say, hey, Ray, is there any way you can help real quick with an InstaTrader Pro setup? You know what he says? Ryan, give me a number. He doesn't have to do that. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, he might be trading, but he's trading. But he does it. Okay? I could sit and name drop, but there's one other young man I definitely have to give a shout out. He might be driving, so he might not hear me. He's taking a little drive with the girlfriends down to Nashville. I wasn't joking either. You see Blake Shelton, give him my number. That's my man. He's going to be here in Spokane. Guess when he comes, team? The guy that I idolize, Blake Shelton, will be here February 24th on our convention. So if I give a quick presentation, you see me running, you'll know where I went. I'm joking. I'd never leave our convention. Dustin Bland. Dustin Bland. This young man has fired up the It Work Network. He is, I don't think, besides Michael May, and I haven't got to talk about Michael May, I don't believe I've ever seen more energy. And when we get these two in the room next month, we will be putting it on YouTube. Michael May brought me out of my shell. October 1st, I'll never forget it. I got up on stage, I gave my little 2 cents. Michael May came up in front of our group, and the energy that man put out on the table, unmatched. I don't think I'll ever see it again. until this young man comes walking along from Indianapolis by the name of Dustin Bland. Who's Dustin Bland? You know, everybody thinks everybody's trying to cross-route and grab from other companies and this and that. So who's Dustin Bland? Who is this kid? He's already signed up. He signed up 7 people and it's been 24 hours. And then I get a look at him and he puts me on a Zoom and I'm like, I mean, he's sitting there, he got, you know, just doing this, hands going everywhere. And we're like, what is going on here? And next thing you know, Dustin Bland, I think literally 4 or 5 weeks later, has a team of over 300. He doesn't have it because he's looking for other teams. He has it because of what we stress in this company. He built relationships and they trust him. That's huge. That's huge. Now, are we going to have other people coming on that are going to bring more people than 300 in less than 5 weeks? I was just on the phone, just on a Zoom with him. Yes, we will. But you know what? This started organically. It'll finish organically. You come into the company, you put the effort into it, we're going to have every damn resource you need. If you want the education side, you want the trading side, or you want to learn how to get out and feel comfortable sharing the opportunity, you will have every resource. I'm one of your biggest assets. There's a reason, you know, this week alone, okay, this week alone, starting on Sunday, and today is Friday, okay, 6 days. 6 days. And I've put in 123 hours. 1, 2, 3. And guess what? It's not over. What time? It's like before 2, 3. I don't even. I'm assuming it's Friday because everybody's saying they got paid. I'll put in another 20 between now and Sunday, and I'll do it very happily. Very, very happily. You want to know why? I know our team is doing the same damn thing. It just ain't me. Remember how everybody in this position wants this? I don't need it. I have a team that one-ups me on everything. I have a team that can trade better than me. I have people on the team that can network better than me. I got people that can present better than me. Mr. Michael May, my God. You know, I have people that have a better why than me. You know, I have 2. They're 8 and 7. But you know what? If you've never heard Spieler and Nicole's why, if you've never heard what they went through to learn how to trade Forex, you'd be a fool not to listen. One thing people need to know is this company was founded by traders for traders. I just got off a Zoom with a group of gentlemen from another company that have already joined up with us, bringing a very large group. And they said, Ryan, that was the best week I've ever seen in Forex. I said, you've got to be kidding me. We just had our 4th worst week in 53 weeks. 4th worst week. We only caught 195 pips, and it's the best week they've ever seen. How you like them nuggets, huh? The 4th worst week was the best week they've ever seen. What in the Sam hell are they going to do with 500 or 600 pips in a week? What are they going to do when we hit a gold trade for 730 pips? Really? And I let the cat out of the bag. I said, guys, you think 1,000's good? What do you think about 2,000? That's not possible. Terry Klein the other day, I gave the team a little insight. What if this happened? What if this just happened from corporate? I can tell you right now, Gustavo, he may be catching our 1,000 pips a month. I've seen him do that in a week. But we don't post about it, right? Because that's not the company. It's within the company. We could post about it. We could post the results of what Spieler does, what Gustavo does, what Bobby Craig does, what Lorenzo Smith does, what Daniel and Cohen do up. Well, I was going to say up in Canada, but now they're back down in the old Vegas bound. You know what Kelly does, trading with our Costa Rican team. I mean, we could talk about all that, but that doesn't matter. You want to join a company for what a company can do for you, right? Right? Oh, wow. Hold on a second. There's the man, the myth. We got a gentleman that I believe we're crunching in on what? Has there been 10 trading days this month so far? 10 or 11? And this man's caught over 20 25 or 2,900 pips? Are you kidding me? Are you joking? One man helping his team catch an extra 2,000 plus pips in 10 or 11 trading days. Uh-oh. You like those sounds? Uh-oh. That right there is why we're going to the next level. Ryan, when are you going to add more services? We are a freaking Forex company. You want to learn binary? I can send you to one of the best in the business. Well, hell, we have one of the best in our business with you, boy. But, I'm sorry, I miscalculated. 3,000. Good Lord. Good Lord. Rub it in, man. Salt in the wound. Salt in the wound. So, what are we going to do to upgrade it? How do you make this better? Well, what do? As a company, you reinvest your money in what works. What works? Catching pips, education. What works? Better software. Now, we all know that we have one of the best apps in the business. I can vouch for that. I'd like to take responsibility, but we also have probably one of the best CTOs in the business. If you guys knew you know how I was saying I worked 123? I guarantee that is less than what Zach Duffy's put into this week. You know, a lot of people get freaked out when I say this, but when I say that I have the absolute highest amount of love for Pablo Romero, and Zach Duffy, I say that from the bottom of my heart. These gentlemen gave me an opportunity to help everybody on here share the opportunity that they saw. These guys are probably some of the most unselfish men I've ever met. And I definitely want to give a shout out to Mr. Paul's other half, Sarah, because that young lady is raising a family I don't even want to tear up, by herself, while Paul dedicates himself to what everybody needs in this company. So if Sarah, I doubt Sarah's on here because she got three little monkeys probably running around the house because Paul's probably not there. But she's a strong woman, and it's going to take even a stronger woman to know that 2017's going to get crazier. My other half, she's gone through thick and thin with me. I'm crazy. I'm crazy. I will do whatever it takes. I have to hop on a plane and fly to Netherlands tonight. I'll do it. I got to do whatever I got to do. Miss Spila, there's that beautiful lady. Spila'd be right there with me. Spila, 2-3 weeks ago, we had Spila fly into corporate. We had, my business partner fly down there. When you talk about team players, those are the people that stick through thick and thin. Spila was there when we hit the bumps in the road. She was there when we had 700 people and dropped down to 200 people. Guess what? Where'd she go? Nowhere. She knew she had a home here. She knew she was going to build a home, and she was going to help us build a home. And that's what it's about. That is what it's about. Yeah, if you jump out of here and you have a bad week, believe me, you know how many people, so we talk about 300 people just joined the company. Okay, 300 people just joined the company in the last 2 weeks, and we have our 4th worst week. What kind of luck is that? That's like the Forex gods going, you know what? Gotcha. Guess what? Guess how many people quit the company this week? I don't see anybody typing. Nobody knows? Nobody knows? I do. 0. We only caught 195 pips. You know what that means? Our InstaTrader didn't even catch all those pips. Guess what? That's why we're honest. We trade the InstaTrader with the exact same alerts, except we have a different trading style. But guess where everybody went? They went back to the drawing board. We're going to chart up some more charts. We're going to back test, see what we might have done wrong this week. And we're going to come back with a vengeance. So next week, if you see a lot of posts about people making money in their sleep, right? In your sleep. Warren Buffett says it. If your money's not working while you're sleeping, you're in trouble. We're going to have a lot of money working next week while a lot of people are sleeping, waking up, knowing they're still going their 9 to 5, but we're giving them yet another opportunity to quit that 9 to 5. As a company, I talked about what YOB did. As a company, we did the research. 52 people were able to leave their 9-to-5 job in 2016. Now, the company didn't outdo YOB, but damn it, I mean, Spiela and Nicole are that good. I mean, sometimes you just got to give praise where it's at, and that's right where it's at. I will tell you right now, and anybody on here, whether you're in our company or not, I will absolutely build and bet that we retire over 100 people this year from their 9-to-5 job, and I'll bet you $500. First person to put it up here, I'll bet you $500. Come on, I'm a betting man. I know we have a lot of bettors in here. Gustavo, I know you'll do it, but you'll probably retire half of them, so your team doesn't count. So guys, I'm sure you saw, it's been one hell of a journey. I know I've taken up way too much time from a lot of people, and I know how time is important. I had a goal in mind to build this company. And I surrounded myself with the right people. So the days come where probably what I could do to further the company isn't really, necessarily probably needed. Matthew Bryant, there it is. I got a $500 bet. And he saw what I said, I was fortunate enough to help start the company. And now I got to make a choice, and it's a difficult one. And it wasn't one that really thought I'd ever do. Hold on a second. But I'm not going anywhere because I am going to copy, paste, and profit the shit out of 2017 with my team. Peace. I'm out of here.